So once again, simplifying radicals, but in this case we're looking at operations involving radicals. The simplification of the actual radical is still the same. Square roots, we're looking for perfect squares, and in this case that's what we're dealing with in both problems, is a square root. So that is, this equals 5 plus the square root of 25 times 3, which equals 5 plus the square root of 25 times the square root of 3. And you might be getting comfortable enough that you could skip that step and just go to the next one, since we're taking the square roots of each one of the factors that make up the product under the radical. If you're not, then go ahead and keep that step in. It helps us remember what we're doing. So that equals 5 plus the square root of 25 is 5 times the square root of 3. And if it said something about factoring, you could factor out the 5, and this would be 5 times 1 plus the square root of 3. But for purposes of simplifying just a radical expression, we're done with just 5 plus 5 times the square root of 3. Now with 10 minus part B, the 10 minus the square root of 75 all over 5, our first step, let's just break this up into separate fractions. That equals 10 fifths, or 10 divided by 5, minus the square root of 75 divided by 5. Now we just looked at the square root of 75. That's the square root of 25 times the square root of 3, which is 5 times the square root of 3. So we know that this simplifies to 2 minus 5 times the square root of 3 over 5. And that's further going to simplify to 2 minus the 5's cancel, leaving us with the square root of 3.